Yankees have finally made a move this offseason. They've acquired left-handed starting pitcher Ryan Weathers from the Miami Marlins for 4 minor leaguers. Weathers has only made 24 starts in the last 2 seasons, missing time due to forearm and lat strains. But in those 24 starts, he has a 3.74 ERA and 125 innings with 117 strikeouts. He's the son of former Yankee David Weathers, who pitched in 21 games across the 96 and 97 seasons and actually had a 0.82 ERA in 7 games during the 96 postseason. I welcome on baseball nerd Thomas Nestico to tell us a little bit more about the southpaw. Thomas, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. We finally got Yankees news this offseason, Thomas. What kind of pitcher can you tell us the Yankees got here from the Miami Marlins?
Yeah, with Ryan Weathers, he actually kind of sprung up a lot last spring. So spring of 2025, with increased velocity, he was hitting up to like 99 miles an hour from the left side. That's always excellent to see. And within the Marlins, I guess that new pitching lab they were developing was able to kind of tinker with his pitches a bit. His fastball got a lot more ride. He kind of leaned more into that changeup, getting more separation between his fastball, and kind of overall his arsenal rounded out and made him look like a MLB maybe mid rotation caliber pitcher. As you mentioned, injuries have been kind of um, the kind of knock against him throughout his career. Didn't pitch too many innings last year. I was only 38 and a third. Again, mix of lat injuries, elbow injuries. I think there was a comebacker that hit him off the head. Like again, some freak accidents as well. But again, with Ryan Weathers, I think the Yankees. I'm not sure how they're going to use him. It sounds like he might be more, at least early in the season, in the rotation once they're waiting for both Rodon and Garrett Cole to make the return. But he can definitely slot in as kind of a long relief arm, or again, if they need kind of that bullpen day, the guy that got to eat up some innings. I really like kind of his mix there. Again, throwing that hard from the left side. We've seen other pitchers this offseason, relievers specifically, left-handed relievers, go for a pretty hefty price. I do think what the Yankees gave up, there are some pretty exciting pieces there. But with Weathers, I think they could find definitely a breakout star in the making here.
We're going to get to a little bit later how the Yankees might use him. And you also mentioned the freak accident. It wasn't a comebacker, Thomas. It was even more freak than that. It was the catcher throwing down to second base while warming up and hit him in the head on the throw to second base. So definitely a freak accident that kept him out a little bit of time. But when the Yankees first traded for him, you tweeted out that he's a prime breakout candidate. What are you seeing from him that you think that could be the case?
Yeah, kind of like building on what we saw during spring training. He was one of my kind of breakout picks for the Marlins heading into 2025. I actually had him written down. I'm working on my current breakout picks heading into the 2026 season. He was my Marlins choice. So I probably will transition that into the Yankees pick now. But again, what we saw last spring carried throughout kind of the regular season, even with kind of that the mix of injuries he was dealing with and that missed time. Again, 96, 97 miles per hour on his fastball with that improved ride. Um, it just it just seems like with the fastball like that, he should be able to at least stick as a at least a mid leverage reliever. I really like kind of that foundation there, and then that changeup again. As a lefty, it's pretty foundational. To have a pitch like that, we see again the best lefties in the league, the best southpaws like Tariq Skubal, Chris Sanchez, Cole Ragans, they all have kind of this devastating changeup that make them very good pitchers. Again, mixed in with again the rest of their arsenal. But in Weather's case, he has a really strong fastball, a good changeup. Throws again 3 other pitches: a sweeper, a slider, and a sinker. And also with Weathers, again, throwing from the left side, like his changeup last year had a 40% whiff rate, very similar with his sweeper. So I think it's just a nice blend of pitches he has there to tackle again both lefties and righties. I think he won't be kind of stuck in being that like lefty only guy that we've seen kind of prop up here and there. That's been pretty existent throughout Major League Baseball, at least since I'm alive. But again, Weathers, I think he has again the velocity, again from the left side as well, and a whole cast of supporting pitchers to be kind of that breakout candidate for the Yankees.
You've talked about a fastball that averages right around 97 miles per hour. Talked about a changeup that has around a 40% whiff rate. What is the pitch that you believe Yankees fans should be most excited about watching with Ryan Weathers?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean back into again that fastball and that changeup. I think those are the two he's gonna throw most often. Those are the two he threw again last year. It made about 70% of his usage. But if there's another pitch you want to see, it's that sweeper. That is going to kind of be the pitch he's going to use against left-handed hitters. Has again the velocity and that glove side run that makes it just kind of dive away from them. I really, really like that pitch in tandem with that sinker. So I think he's going to be a real pain for left-handed hitters. And then he kind of again that high 90s heat from the left side and the changeup. That's going to be his weapon to dice up right-handed hitters. Again, if he had a lot more time last year, if he was on the mound, I think he could have definitely made a name for himself in Miami. But I think Yankees fans should be really excited to see how he does, and it sounds like he'll be healthy for spring training. And again, we have a lot of data we're going to get from that, and I hope he kind of knocks out of the park there.
I want to end with how we think the Yankees are going to use Ryan Weathers. He's probably going to start in the rotation, but we know that Garrett Cole is going to end up joining the Yankees sometime by May, June. Carlos Rodon probably around the same time. How do you think Ryan Weathers would profile as a reliever if eventually he does have to move out of the rotation and into the bullpen? Do you think he could be a good a guy against lefties? Do you think he can get lefties and righties out consistently out of the bullpen? Do you think this stuff would tick up a little bit coming out of the bullpen? How do you think he would work as a reliever?
Yeah, so like over the past few seasons, again, his velocity has kind of ramped up in more of a starting role. Like he with the Padres, he was kind of somewhat times in the bullpen, like more of a hybrid role. Again, definitely 8 more innings than it wasn't like 1 inning spurts there. But again, as we saw last season, his velocity ticked up, his stuff ticked up, more right on that fastball. The changeup just looked so much better. If he moves into a bullpen role full time, say either because there's just no room in the Yankees rotation or injuries, there's some more injury concern with him, I can definitely see that fastball going even higher, maybe even approaching, sitting closer to 99, eclipsing 100 miles per hour. Again, we see pictures like Adrian Morion, Aroldis Chapman. I guess the Yankees fans are very familiar with him. Again, that velocity from the left side is just so pivotal and very hard to come by. So Yankees fans should be very excited, even if whether in a starting role or in a relief role. I think he can definitely just jump in, be that long arm, especially if there's needs a bullpen day or just some rest. And he has the arsenal to again face both lefties and righties. I think that changeup is going to be kind of that piece, the key piece for him. That'll kind of dictate if he's going to break out. But with a fastball like that, it's really hard to see him kind of not at least carving out a major league role and maybe an important role for the Yankees this year.
Thomas, thank you for helping us get to know Ryan Weathers. He might not be the big name pitcher Yankees fans wanted, or even the big name Miami Marlins pitcher Yankees fans wanted, but as you've told us, he's still someone that Yankees fans should be excited about getting this season.